This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. The Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, Sir Mark Rowley, has called for greater powers to ensure that he has the final say on who works at Scotland Yard. Dismissals from the police are currently adjudicated on by independent tribunals. The Met launched a major review after a serving officer was convicted of murdering Sarah Everard. Around 90 officers are being diverted away from tackling serious and organised crime to investigate wrongdoing in the force. Shabnam Chowdhury is a former detective superintendent with the Met.
Bringing in people that are skilled officers, that have got the investigative ability, that are hit the ground running, that understand covert work, surveillance, authority levels and all that sort of stuff. But this won't help public confidence, because the public was saying, while the police are policing the police, who's actually policing the public?
Buckingham Palace says it's backing an independent study exploring the royal family's involvement in the slave trade in the 17th and 18th centuries. A spokesperson for the palace said the king took the issue profoundly seriously. Professor Trevor Bernard from the University of Hull researches slavery. He says the study is long overdue.
It's hard to think of any family in this country that is more directly involved in slavery than the royal family. Charles II set up the Royal African Company. James II was its governor. Both James II and William III were directly involved in making money from it in the 17th century. The Royal African Company transported more enslaved Africans to the Americas than any other institution in history.
A man who killed his pregnant wife by pushing her off Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh has been jailed for 20 years. Kashif Anwar, who's 29, told police he'd lost his footing and fallen onto Fawzia Javed in September 2021. A 12-year-old boy has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a woman was hit by a car in Sheffield. The woman, who was in her 60s, died at the scene last night. The boy was also arrested on suspicion of possessing a knife and remains in custody. The Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, has accused the Prime Minister of losing control of his party. His comments came after the Conservative MP Scott Benton was suspended, having been recorded offering to lobby ministers on behalf of a fake gambling investment firm. He denies breaking any rules, but has been stripped of the Tory whip while an investigation is carried out. The Transport Minister, Richard Holden, says the government has handled the situation well.
Well, I think it was absolutely right that he's referred himself to the Parliamentary Commission for Standards. I think the government's already moved very swiftly in this area over the last few years, banning MPs from lobbying for external companies in this way. I think that's exactly the right thing to have done.
The British production designer Norman Reynolds, who won 2 Oscars for his work, has died at the age of 89. He was best known for the sets he designed for the Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies and was once described as the creative core of both franchises by Steven Spielberg. Sport now, here's Shabnam Younis-Jewell.
Frank Lampard has made a surprise return to Chelsea, taking over as caretaker manager after the sacking of Graham Potter. The former legend of the club, who was boss at Stamford Bridge from July 2019 until January 2021, says he's excited to work with the talent and help them. Now, while the first round of the Masters is underway in Augusta, players who joined the breakaway Live Golf circuit have been told to pay £100,000 fines after an arbitration panel ruled they committed serious breaches by leaving the DP World Tour to play in the Saudi Arabia-funded events. Live players, including England's Ian Poulter and Lee Westwood, may also face bans from the Europe-based DP World Tour and the Ryder Cup. England take on Brazil at Wembley tonight in the first women's finalissima, a one-off football match between the European and South American champions. And the County Championship cricket season has started today, with Division 1 champions Surrey beginning their title defence at Lancashire. You can get all the scores on the BBC Sport website. That's the BBC News and Sport. It's 4 minutes past 4.
Shabnam, Nikki, how are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Sarah Cox, BBC Radio 2.
I'm getting more and more like Shaggy off of Scooby-Doo by the day. Thanks very much, the beautiful Anita. What a woman. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome along to your fun-filled first day tea time extravaganza, and you know knows I love a Thursday. It's pizza in your pyjamas in front of the telly. It's being a dog and getting a rub on your belly. It's finding a quid that's dropped down into your welly. So let's big up this beautiful day with a playlist more perfect than Mary Poppins' P's and Q's. Plus, quite excellent features and your quips, quandaries and queries on 88.291. As it is a Thursday, there's Groovies in the start, plus first and last at half hour. Ride a Liger to the Sarahs, and next we find out who's T-voted. Plus, every day's a school day and knobbly balls. I'm excited. Bruce is excited.
It's nice to see you,